Huh? I really forgot you on the phone. Yeah, yeah. All right. I mean, it was quiet as hell. Yeah, it must be nice. I'll tell you what you should be doing. Me, you should be doing me today. You can, but yeah, you can definitely drive to Columbia. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely do that. You feel me? Like, no pressure, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? No pressure. Well, that was why. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're about to get it on at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the... This is Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk, he's looked sensational as he just beat Sonny Liston and...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medal.
What a pleasure it is to be here. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter shot. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Catch and shoot. That punch landed. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. These two fighters are made for one another. Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That was almost a 10. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Back and forth they go. Nice counter. You believe what we are seeing. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Carries that jab away. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That uppercut doesn't get through. Perfect counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it...
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice job blocking the hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. This is a high-octane battle. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali. Here's comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Shot, and it's over. A home run swing, and that will do it here. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton out. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks Undisputed, they thought that I can do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul, I can feel it. In my soul, I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning. I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing. There was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat, and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, 170 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Even though he's 180 centimeters tall, he still made 61 kilos. And his reach is 184 centimeters.
You want to get out of the way because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no...
And here is Emmanuel Augustus. You talk about one of the most unique styles in boxing history. This man has it. The Drunken Master, ladies and gentlemen. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome the battle-ready Emmanuel Augustus. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You
All
couldn't
right,
even
I went
squeeze
over
through
the
to your
rules.
seat. This is that...
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nice idea, and that hook lands. A straight right just misses. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel. Here we go. It's round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches. Whoa, wait a minute! Augustus is wobbly right now. It's some big trouble. And Emmanuel Augustus is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two,
about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
They're both trying for a knockout. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. It's not over till it's over.
It's a terrible round.
On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he just missed with that left jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Missed him with that uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Oh, and Augustus might, and down goes Emmanuel Augustus. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Can't land the jab there. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just... There's the bell to start round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't score with that hook again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. Just misses with that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them.
And Augustus goes to the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come?